Hi everyone, it's Caroline here from Aussie Cards and Crafts, and tonight I'm actually going to show you how to make a similar card to this one here. When I did my Facebook Live on the weekend, a lot of people messaged me privately and also publicly and said that they really liked this and it was really stylish. And this was actually, this candle die was a very popular die about 3 or 4 years ago. So I thought what I'd do today is do a similar one. I don't have this particular die here. This one was done when I was at a class at our local class store here in South Australia, a place called Paper Flourish. I can't remember the lady's name who actually taught it, but I was impressed enough that I actually kept the card and didn't give it away. So I guess that says something. So what I've decided to do is to try and recreate a similar one. It can't be the same, obviously, because I don't have all the dies, but I can do it very similarly. So let's get started. I've got everything die cut and cut for this, but I can give you all the measurements, and this will just keep the length of the video down. This is in support of the Christmas in July competition that we have on the Aussie Cards and Crafts Facebook page. So have a look. If you're not a member of Aussie Cards and Crafts and you're watching this, just flick over to the Facebook, put in a request, and yeah, we'd love to see some of the makes that you do as well. So let's get started. I'm going to leave this one at the back here so that I can actually see it and use it as a cheat, because I think I did this about 4 years ago. So your card base is going to be a 12-inch by 6-inch scored at 6-inch in the middle. Okay, so it's going to be a top fold card, so a tent fold card. Your first mat is going to be, and I've done it in black, I've kept it pretty much the same, but it would look great in red or green or other colours that, you know, it might be your colour scheme. I go down in 1/4-inch increments. So this one will be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. The next mat layer will be white, and that will be 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. The next one will be black once again, and that one will be 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. And on top of that, what I have done is I've cut a different frame, and I've done that in the mirror silver. In fact, I think that's the holographic one, because I had some scraps of that, so that will go there. This particular die, and I can't tell you the name, but this is a decorative square die that I bought years and years ago. It's got the 3 dies in it. I've used this big one here. It only cuts out the actual size, and this is all silver normally. Okay, so when you cut it out, without the candles coming out of it, obviously, when you cut it out, it'll come out like that. So what I did is I cut that piece out. I then cut another black piece that will fit in there, because what I would like to do is to mount that on mounting tape, on foam tape, so that I've got a little bit more dimension on it. And then the other parts that I've cut out, that one is the die for the candles. I don't know what brand it is. I'm sorry. As I say, I wasn't doing this kind of thing. I wasn't doing any tutorials at all when I actually bought this. This was probably one of my very first Christmas dies. But yeah, I've used it a reasonable amount, and you don't have to use it this way, but this is a really, really good way of using it. The other dies that I've used, and once again, I can't tell you what they are, but this is the same as what is on the card, and that's this die. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to buy it since. And just a holly die. It doesn't necessarily matter which holly die you use. I just looked through my stash, and this was a holly die that I've got, so I've popped some of those in there. Now, all of these are actually already cut out. Okay, so you can see I've got all my bits and bobs just here, and we're going to pop it together, and you can see how it goes. It really is quite a simple card, and I hope you like doing jigsaw puzzles, because part of it with these is a bit of a jigsaw puzzle to do. So let's get started with the card base. I'm going to use tape tonight, I think, instead of glue. So I'm just going to use double-sided tape to tape my first black layer onto my white card base. This tape is actually quite good, so I don't need to make it too dense on the actual card. So, one. Right, so let's pop the first layer on. And if you wanted to have more dimension, you actually could quite easily pop this on foam tape. That wouldn't be an issue whatsoever. So there's my first layer. Okay, I'll just bring my other card in so you can see it. So the second layer, once again, I'm going to use tape. So I'll just... And this white was actually used from my scrap. I didn't have any more of the white card, because that was done from... That was the spare from what I did last on the last tutorial. So I just grabbed what I did from the scrap pile. I've got a great way of storing all my scraps. I might actually do a tutorial on that later on, but not right now. I put them all, I colour code them. I put all the whites in one, I put all the blacks in another, I put all the blues and all the pinks and all the reds and all the greens. They've all got their own separate plastic envelope, and they go into a file. So when I need scraps of any colour, I just go to that first before I cut into a new piece, and it saves me an awful lot of money. So once again, same kind of distance. Then we'll put our third one on, which is going to go there. Once everything's cut out, it is a really, really quick and easy card to do. I'll probably speed this up a little bit when I edit it. I'm actually just learning how to edit the videos, so please be gentle on me. It's I'm not really a technology person, so it's a learning curve, and it's a huge learning curve, believe me. But I'm enjoying doing it, and I can see my improvements as I go through with the different tutorials that I'm doing. So we pop that one just there. Next, we're going to pop this here. Now I'm going to use my quick grab glue for that one rather than tape, because it's so fine. And I tend to use this one. It's Express It 2-in-1 pen and brush glue. I find it really good because it's got an applicator just here, and when you've got fine parts like I have just here, it's really, really good because you can make sure that it is covered, and it does grab really quickly. There's several quick grab glues on the market. I know somebody that I watch quite a bit is Sam Calcott from Mixed Up Craft, and she uses a different one, and I'm just trying to think of the name of it. I'm sure somebody will tell me or pop it up on the site, but yeah, I guess it's a personal choice. I think I like this because of the applicator. I can just paint it on. Oops. And it is very, very, very sticky. I made the mistake of spilling the glue one time, and That was a big mistake. Okay, so once again, making sure you've got nice even borders. There we go. So that's that. Now, the last black piece that I've got, I'm going to actually mount on foam tape. So I'll grab that out. Okay. So that just gives it a little bit more dimension. So that one's there. Now we go into the jigsaw puzzle stage. So I'm going to bring these two in. So what we need is that one there is, as you can see, I have poked out all of the little bits there. There is our die, and that's going to go just there. But before we put it there, we want the background, or what has been poked out of this one, which is in this pot here. I better put that one in just in case it's an important piece. And that will actually, let's get rid of all the rubbish here. That will actually give us the white to make the candles look as if they are white, obviously. So what we need to do is, this is where I use my washi tape. You need to get your pieces out, and whatever you do, just be very careful when you take the die out. Make sure you've got a piece of paper or something, so if any of these pieces fall out, you can put them all into a pot, and you can make sure that you have got them correctly. Now, let me see what I'm doing here. Okay, so that one goes in there. There's another candle piece here, and looks like that goes just there. This one looks like that goes like so. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, see how that fell out? I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to use washi tape just on the back, just a little bit, just to stick it in place so it doesn't fall out. Oops. So just make sure it's in nice and tightly. Oh, this one's okay, so I'll pop that there. That will hold it in place. Moving this one back over again. Okay, so pop that in. And you can feel when it fits, because they're die cuts, they're exact fits. So, and gently turn it over and pop another piece there. And you'll see that I've actually gone over a little bit there. So take that off. And the final piece was here. So, well, the final piece of the candle. I've still got to put the top of the candle in. So that one goes in there. So before I turn it over, I'll get my piece of washi tape ready. And I'll turn that over. And that sticks that in. I didn't worry about pushing out the bottom parts of this, because that's going to be covered with all of the other decoration that we've got down here. So that's the first part. Now the second part of it are the bits up here. So let me just see what I've got here. Okay, so they're all here, but I've just got to work out what piece is what. Now, I think that one might be this one. Oh. Might be a good idea to get some tweezers. So I think this one might fit in just. From memory, I know that there were two that were very, very close. I think that one actually might be this one. Yep. So that one's that one. We've got another one here, and I think this one goes in there. And the final one is this one here. And put it around the other way. And I think that one goes like so. So once again, turn it over, washi tape again, and washi tape just those in, just so they're stuck. You're not going to see the washi tape through, but it does keep it in place. So that one. And with this, actually, it actually keeps the top part of the last part we put in as well, the candle, which is great. If it goes over the side, just trim it off. Okay, you don't want it to be seen at all. Okay, there we go. Last piece. There we go. So there's our white candles. And I have seen it with actually the people have got these little bits here, the little bits from the flame, and they've actually put those, I'm not going to tonight, but they've actually done those in orange, and it really does look very, very effective. So I'll leave those there. So what we now need to do is to mount that on our card there. Now I'm going to use, once again, in fact I'll probably use, I'll use some of these squares to mount this, just because it's a little bit easier. They're already cut. And I've got another little piece here that can just go down there. Don't worry too much about the bottom part, because you are going to actually cover that with a lot of this decoration just here when I get to it. So let's pop that back over there, and let's get this stuck on. Now if we look at that, that is probably just down from half. So yeah. Right, so now we need to, keeping your centre candle as your central point, you need a bit of room for your decoration, so I'm going to pop mine just there. So as you can see, there's our two cards so far. Now what I have got is I have got a lot of these. Now I think I die cut 4 of these, so I'm going to put basically one there, and just so it reaches the outside of the card. I think that it's nice to actually go there. And then I'm going to pop maybe another couple down here, and then I'm going to go and put some holly on top. So that's the original, that's the first part of it. What I'm going to do, you'll notice here that this was obviously a different die. This has got the solid holly on there. I haven't got that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop these on. I'll cut that off there, and I'm just going to put some holly, and you can bend these. tool can I use here? You can make them, just break the bond in the card. Just gives it a bit more dimension. Okay, so something like that. Once again, the quick grab glue. And I'll use a similar piece from the other one. Where did I do it there? So I'll go to there. And once again, just use your fingers to bend them, to give them a little bit more shape. Give them a bit of life, I guess, is what I'm saying. So, there we go. I'll pop that there. Oops. That didn't work very well, did it? Okay. And yeah, I might just use another piece. And when you do nice big pieces like this, you can just break them off and use them as you need. You don't have to use them as a whole. So I might just cut that little piece off there. It's got glue on it, so it's not wanting to cut now. There we go. And bring that down there. And there we go. There is our card. So that was the original. Let's get rid of that before I spill it. There was my original that I did 3 years ago. There's the one that I've done today. So it is simple. It is very, very, very easy. I don't know whether you've got this, but I know it was popular in the day. So if there's people that have got it, let me, by all means use it. If not, I'm sure there's other dies that you can use. If not, and you're really, really keen and you want to contact me, please contact me and maybe I can die cut them for you and send them to you in the post. So just let me know. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed giving this one actually. It's nice to go back and revisit cards that I haven't done for a very long time. Don't forget we have the Facebook site, which is Aussie Cards and Crafts. We've got the YouTube channel, which is Aussie Cards and Crafts. And to be launched in, I'm hoping September, will be the new online site, which will be aussiecardsandcrafts.com.au. And there will be an online store there where we will be selling some of the dies. There'll also be some card, etc., for sale and some other accessories. So give us a thumbs up down the bottom if you've enjoyed it. And hopefully I will see you really soon on the Facebook site. And hopefully I'll see something like this with some of your makes. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye.